And thank you for joining me on Saturdays with Shaun. So today I want to talk about who told you that. So in the Bible, when Eve and Adam, when they hid themselves from God, he asked them where were they and why did they hide themselves? And their response was because we hid because we were afraid. They were afraid because they were naked. And God's question to them was, who told you that? Who told you that? And so when he asked that question, who told you that? It was not just who because it was the serpent. But sometimes we need to ask the question, who told you that? When someone tells you that you are not good enough, when they tell you that you can't do something, you're not qualified, you don't look the right part, or you just feel rejected, and you think that you are less than and you are not what God created you to be, who told you that you couldn't do it? What is their credibility? What gives them the right to tell you what you can and cannot do? I think only your creator can tell you that. It's just like if you purchase a vehicle, which I'm sitting in my vehicle now, because, everybody else does their videos in the car. So I figured that's where it's supposed to happen. But if you purchase your car brand new, let's just say you get a Range Rover or a big expensive car like that, a Lamborghini. Are you going to take your Lamborghini to a Honda dealership for it to be serviced? No. Why not? Because that is not the manufacturer. And if something is wrong with that vehicle, then that dealership does not know how to fix it. It does not know how it's supposed to function. And it cannot maintain it to the level of where it was that it was made to do, because they didn't make those parts. They don't know how the parts are supposed to go, how they're supposed to run. Likewise, that's what we should do. Whenever you feel inadequate, whenever you feel less than, whenever you feel like you can't make it or you're not sure what you're supposed to do and how you're supposed to do it, return to your creator. Go back to the one who created you, and he will explain it to you and lay it out for you and tell you what it is you are here to do, what you were created to do, what you were made to do. And stop listening to those other people who have no idea, because they themselves are creation. So you can't go to a thing that's just like the thing for the function of it. And another thing too, don't feel that when you're rejected that is the end. It is not. Rejection is oftentimes to redirect us, because for some of us, God have to push us into our purpose. He has to push you out of the place that you have grown comfortable. He has to push you away from those people that mean you no good. He has to push you out of that situation that will leave you stuck and in a dead end. So when that happens, if you are not the person, if you don't have that sensitive ear that you hear what God is telling you to do when he tells you to move and you don't move quickly, then he has to make things uncomfortable and push you out of that place. And sometimes we don't move when God tells us to move, not because we're being disobedient. And sometimes people have preached that and I've heard it being taught, but that's not always the reason. Sometimes what happens is that we pledged our loyalty and we pledged allegiance to certain people, and so we stay there. We stay in a situation because we are being loyal to a person. Well, let me tell you something, family. It's not about them people. It's about your purpose. It's about your destiny. It's about what God has placed you on this earth to do. Because believe you me, if you do not fulfill your purpose, there is no skin off of their teeth. So you go and you do what it is you're supposed to do, and you be great, and you be everything that God created you to be. Everything that he put into you, you make sure that you use it for his purpose and for his glory. And that would be the ultimate praise, and that will be the ultimate glory unto God, that you do not take your gifts and your talents to the grave with you. The graveyard is such a wealthy place because there's so many books that have not been written in the grave, so many songs that haven't been sung. There's so many gifts and talents, so many inventions that are there. Don't let that be you. Don't die with your valued treasures. Make sure that you use everything on this earth and you die empty. Thank you so much for tuning in, listening, and watching Saturdays with Shaun. This is a new thing for me. I don't know if we'll keep it going, but we'll see what happens.